Sunset that we had.
Yeah, here in New England, Eric, it was spectacular this evening.
So the fans out at Gillette probably got to soak it in. The sky was beautiful out there, and that was the fringe from Hurricane Dorian. Oftentimes around tropical systems on the periphery, you get those high cirrus clouds, you get gorgeous sunsets. That was definitely the case out there tonight. Some headlines as we head into the weekend. It looks like about 1 to 3 inches of rain on Cape Cod and the islands, perhaps into Plymouth County. Some localized street flooding, but otherwise it's rain that you can kind of take around here. 40 to 55 mile per hour winds on Cape Cod and the islands. Some scattered pockets of damage. Typically in a cold season nor'easter, we'd see stronger winds, but we don't have leaves on the trees then. So now that we have leaves, it's easier to bring down some of these trees and cause some scattered power outages, especially on Saturday morning. Not expecting much in the way of coastal flooding or storm surge. The tides are much lower than last weekend, but some minor coastal flooding on Nantucket's possible. Certainly increased wave action and rip currents heading into Saturday. Here's a look at the latest satellite picture. Amazing that, the coast of the U.S. almost seems like it was made to try to miss hurricanes. This has been 20 to 50 miles offshore ever since it approached Florida on Monday, and it remains the case tonight. You see every little wobble when it gets close, just off the coastline, away from Oak Island tonight, and then it's going to try to head over the Outer Banks tomorrow morning, and that will be the best chance for some landfall. Still lashing the coast with some heavy rain. There have been some very notable tornadoes today as well, often something you see during a landfalling tropical system, and they've caused quite a bit of damage on their own. Wind gusts, that is the famous frying pan buoy there that's just offshore North Carolina. 85 mile per hour winds there. We've seen quite a few gusts over 60 and a few over 70 and a couple isolated gusts over 80 at the coast. Just a 20-mile difference for that track made a big difference in terms of wind damage. So now this will start to accelerate off to the north and east. It heads about 150 miles southeast of Nantucket on Saturday morning, still close enough to bring us some impacts, and then a hurricane watch is posted for all of Nova Scotia. It should make landfall there on Saturday evening. So here's a look at our hour by hour. It'll be a cool morning tomorrow. Clouds will start to thicken up. Overall, a cool day, upper 60s to low 70s. So we head into the afternoon and early evening. Some scattered showers and downpours will break out on the south coast, but most of our steadier rainfall will fill in the middle of the night. So overnight into early on Saturday morning, some areas of tropical downpours will swing on in. This is going to drench much of the area, especially near the coastline. And then as we head towards Saturday morning, this will begin to quickly pivot offshore. So by late morning, we're seeing drying conditions, but certainly a wet ground and some partial clearing, just upper 60s to near 70 on Saturday. This is a look at the wind field, the yellow, the tropical storm force winds, a chance to just nick Nantucket and outer Cape Cod on Saturday morning. Gusts 40 to 55 miles per hour are expected there out of the northeast. Enough again for some scattered damage. Windy inland, but not causing any significant issues other than noticing it's cool and windy. And then big wave action will be moving in on Saturday. It is a fast-moving storm system, so again, no coastal flooding is expected, except for maybe some minor flooding issues on Nantucket. Basically about the scattered wind damage and some heavy tropical downpours. Much nicer Sunday in the mid-70s. Looks great for Pat's kickoff on Sunday night. Guys, back to you.
All right, Eric, thank you.